Alright, it's early October 2021. One of my goals by 2022 is to drastically reduce the frequency of my eating. I'm hoping to eat 3 times a week. That's been my goal. And the reason for that is, multiple reasons actually. But the big one is that I'm always very happy-go-lucky when I'm at least 16 hours or more into a fast, right? I get into a tricky situation at work, I get into a tricky situation just out in public. Right now, the biggest tricky situation is that a lot of places won't let you go in there without proof that you've taken this pharmaceutical drug. And having to negotiate my way around that, you know, I tend to be a lot more sensible when I'm on a lightweight mood from fasting, right? I had to navigate that with my workplace. Next week, 2 weeks from now, a lot of public venues here in the King County area will require it. I may want to think about relocating just outside of King County and commuting in here. I've sorted it out with my workplace. The other venues, not so much. The good thing is that I have a few local businesses where I know the people there very well. So also I don't really object to the alternative to taking that pharmaceutical, having a sharp object put up your nose. But obviously the logistics of doing that every, I think it's 72 hours, are going to be a little bit tricky. But you know what? I need human connectivity anyway. And so you get the idea. When I'm fasted, I'm very lightweight. The other thing is when I'm fasted, I'm very creative. Because I gotta think about how do I entertain myself without having to put something in my mouth, right? So when I'm fasted, that's when I come up with new ideas with writing computer games. That's when I make new friends. That's when I, or even when I'm not being creative, sometimes it brings back old memories of nostalgia. Because when I'm not eating and I fantasize about times past when I've been eating, it brings back nostalgia. I was thinking about a time when my family and I was a kid at the time, 5-6 years old. We had gone to a diner called King's Family Restaurant in Pittsburgh. And not that I would crave that kind of food anymore, but it was nostalgia. You know, I don't miss the King's food. I miss the environment of sitting down with my family to a meal. What else? But you get the idea, right? Fasting brings out the best and the worst out of me sometimes. Unfortunately, it's always, as of yet, all of this great stuff comes to a halt at least once every 24 hours. And I hope to change that. I hope to eventually stop eating altogether, but I don't know how that will work. I can see myself eating 3 times a week. I cannot really understand how to stop eating, but I think I would be really happy once I do stop eating. So we got 3 more months to make that goal, 3 times a week. Thanks for watching.